So hello everyone, welcome to Soul Reconnection, and my name is Maitreya, and I'm here to talk to you all about intuitive abilities, natural intuitive abilities. And the first intuitive ability I'm going to talk about is the art of clairsentience, and this is an ability that is connected to our sacral chakra, our solar plexus, and our heart chakra. So to those that are doing the intuitive chakra healing courses, you'll definitely find these resonating with these chakra centers. So this is our ability to feel energy. So what is the art of clairsentience? The art is linked to clairsensing, and it's also known as soul sensing, where you can literally just feel the energy out and just feel what comes to you. I'm extremely clairsentient. That's my highest gift that I have, the most intense gift that I have. So I feel out all my energies, and that's how I'm able to give a lot of you guys readings, where I'm able to feel the energy off of you guys and reflect it back at you. So it's the ability to feel the past, the present, and the future, as well as the physical, emotional, and mental states of others by transcending our physical senses. So it's beyond seeing through the eyes, it's beyond feeling through the hands, it's beyond hearing through the ears, it's beyond, feeling through the body. It's an internal sensing. It's being able to dig deep and retrieve information for what you're energetically receiving. So as I said, this is how those that are psychic and intuitive are able to retrieve information from people and from places, even if they're not physically in front of them. So clairsentience is also the ability that is used in gifts that are used in aura sensing, where people are able to sense your auras and pick up what energies they pick up of your auras, and psychometry. And you'll find a lot of psychometrists within, they're also in crime investigations. So they actually do employ psychics. There are jobs in corporate worlds for psychics. They don't like to credit us, but they like to use us when they feel like they need a missing person found, or they need a serious case being able to be solved. This is why a lot of Scorpios, or those with Scorpio dominant energy, become excellent investigators and detectives, because they're able to really sense out what is the truth. They're very, very good at this ability. So psychometry is the ability to pick up impressions, visions, thoughts, or events relating to someone just by holding an object, like a piece of jewelry or a photograph or a letter, or even a stone, even a crystal. This is why when you do get crystals, it's good to clear off the energies connected to the object, or any spiritual tool that you have, to cleanse off the energy and the auras that's been connected to that object, because you don't want that to transfer onto yourself. This is where missing people can be found. And if you're in a lot of spiritual groups, there may be some people that are like, I've lost my keys, because someone gave me an indication to where it is. And that's how you can do that. Even with pendulums as well, that's a really good tool to use, because again, it's picking up the energy, and it's being able to reflect back information that's held within the energy, and reflect that back to you. So the objects hold the imprint of emotions, of sounds, of scents, of tastes, and images. And there was a documentary a few years ago. I really, really, really want to find this. My dad actually showed it to me. But it was where it was a crime investigation team. They had this device, and they could place it in a room, and it could pick up all of the conversations that was had in that room. because energy doesn't die. It's still there, it's still held there. It's just you need something to be able to uncode the energy. This is why you can go into a place, go into a home and feel the energy and be like, not really too sure of those vibes. Like, clairsentience is the ability to pick up vibes in places and of people. So here are some tips to stimulate your clairsentient gift. So you can ask someone to give you something that belongs to someone else. So you can place it on the table and you can allow it to release the energies that are connected to it. And then after a few seconds, you can pick it up and just become aware of its energy and become aware of what you're picking up, of the feelings and the sensations connected to this object and connected to the person who this object belongs to. So do you sense it belongs to your friend, or do you sense that it belongs to someone else, maybe a relative, maybe a friend? What emotions do you pick up of this person? What is it that they intended to use it for? Just try it. It's a little bit of fun. And you can transfer these gifts to when you need to understand if something is true to you. So whenever something's true, you'll find the sensation, you'll find the vibration hitting your heart, your solar plexus, and your sacral chakra. Those are the three main places where you feel you'll feel your truth, because this is the center of your being. You can also use a photograph, and you can look at this photograph and begin to pick up the emotions and the feelings of the person. What vibes do you get of this person? Do you get good vibes? Do you get bad vibes? What do you feel with regards to how they're feeling at the time? And please, as a disclaimer, don't do this to anyone, please. And please be careful of who you want to be reading or picking up energies with, because one thing that you need to be aware of is energy signatures, and this I'll do another video on. Energy signatures. Whenever you do read energetically, if you do a tarot reading, if you do any type of reading on someone, you are now engaging your energetic signature with them. So be careful if you really want to be aligning your energies with that person or not. Definitely safeguard your energies. So we all have a gut feeling or something that tells us not to do something or not to go in this direction. How many times we've gone down the road and been like, let me go the long way around because I feel like something may happen, and then you found, there may have been a shooting down that road and you went the other way. So this is your clairsentient abilities. This is, when you say something told me so, you told you so. Your energy your energy picked that up. And auras actually are quite big. You'd be surprised. You think, okay, you're looking at me now, you think my aura only comes like probably that far out of my body. No, your aura can expand like as far as an area, as far as a city. It depends on how big your aura is. And I've definitely had feelings of my aura literally expanding above the earth, and that was at a time in my awakening, so that was extremely intense. So yeah, we all have gut feelings, and sometimes you've walked into a room and you felt the tension of an argument that's just happened, and you've been like, okay, something's happening. Everyone's trying to act like everything's okay, but I can feel the energy here. Can someone just speak? Or you see a friend and they say they're okay, and you can feel by their energy that they want to cry. This is your clairsentient and empathic abilities awakening within yourself. And it's for you to begin to cultivate these abilities and strengthen it so that you can be more in tune with your intuition. So, as I said, we all have these innate abilities, and we just need to take time to practice. It's like going to the gym. If we don't work those muscles, then it's not gonna be strong. It's not gonna be utilized as much. So a person who utilizes their gift of clairsentience, they may also be empathic to the emotions and the feelings of other people. So psychic work is done through someone who's able to tap into the emotional frequency of the energy that is surrounding that person. And whilst they decipher, once they tap into that energy field, they're able to decipher what energies is surrounding that person or surrounding that place or even surrounding that event. It can be used for literally anything, you know. So let's not doubt our natural abilities. They're really powerful and they're always here to be used. So here are some signs to figure out if you are clairsentient. So number one, you're a highly sensitive individual. So especially when it comes to the energy of surroundings. So if you go somewhere, you can easily pick up the energies. So that's you, that's your clairsentient abilities revealing itself to you. You may feel like you need to be at home a lot more than being outside. Then you are definitely a clairsentient person. Number two, you tend to get overwhelmed in large crowds or in places where violent acts have occurred. So you really pick up that tension, and you can't be in those environments. All of these I'm yes to. So I can't really do a lot of those things either. When you walk in a room, you can quickly tell if people are relaxed or if they're enjoying themselves or if there's tension hanging in the air. You can peep game. And you can peep lives as well. Lies. Like, you really peep some game if you're clairsentient, because someone can say something and then it's like, what do I, like, this is what I do. Someone says something and then I'm like, what do I feel? You's a liar. It's real. So number four, you've been known to describe places or buildings as feeling heavy or light. So you walk into a place and you're like, oh, I feel very dense energy in here, or I feel, oh, this is light, I feel free. So that's your clairsentient abilities awakening there. You have strong initial impressions about people that almost always prove to be spot on. So you can always peep game. Anytime you feel an energy of someone, it always reveals itself to you. And you're like, I should trust my intuition a bit more. If you tell yourself you need to be trusting your intuition a bit more, you need to be trusting your intuition a bit more. So you're able to easily relate to where others are and understand their perspective and where they're coming from. So you can really, put yourself aside and put yourself in someone's shoes and begin to be like, oh, okay, I see why you're saying this, because I can feel you. I feel you. That's where that comes from. Number seven, you experience spiritual trills or get goosebumps as some sort of validation of truth. Anyone felt that? Like, as soon as you're like, ooh, I feel that. Like, I get it. I have to learn how to tame mine down. Anyone who catch my video yesterday on the Saturn retrograde, woo, I was learning how to tame that down, because that's when I really get charged to that level, that's when my light language starts to come out. And I'm still learning how to, not be ashamed of my ability to be able to do these things. Because, if you don't understand what that is, then you'll be like, what? But that's when I feel really charged. I feel more connected when I speak, my light language, my innate language, rather than the language of English, because English is very bastardized, like really bastardized. So you can feel when there's other spirits or ghosts or any other paranormal experiences that are around you. When you're speaking, you tend to use the language more, I feel you, or I feel that, or I see, or I know. So pay attention to the language that you use, because that allows you to see where you're intuitively guiding your energies. So number 10, you can easily read people and perhaps even feel their pain or feelings of elation within your own body on energy. I get this a lot, and if you've had a reading with me, you'll always hear me say, oh, I'm feeling my root chakra, I'm feeling my heart chakra, I'm feeling my root chakra. Like, I can literally feel the energies in other people and feel it within my own chakras. So then I know, okay, if I'm feeling this energy on my throat, you're not saying something. It's something you need to say, and you need to release that energy, because I'm feeling it. So please release that. Please and thank you. So number 11, you feel somewhat nauseous around violence and when there are dark or negative entities present. So you can't really mess around with too much darkness or too much negativity. Like, you have to really focus on guarding your energies and protecting your energies. you've noticed temperature changes or breezes in a room without any explanations of why, like you're really connected to the earth. And I'm also really connected to the earth. If you caught my last video on Uranus retrograde, I was talking about how my clairsentient abilities was even picked up the earthquake that hit the UK, and even a storm. I picked that up before it came because I could feel the energy coming in, and I could actually feel, whenever I feel something, I actually feel physical earthquakes within my body. So that's that's just a few things that you can use, or a guideline to be able to identify if you do have clairsentient abilities or not. And if you do, I definitely encourage you to utilize these abilities, because they're natural to us, and they're there as almost like a natural internally built GPS system for us to be able to, you know, navigate our life, navigate our life, navigate our being, and create our life, and making sure that we're always in tune and always in alignment. So if you would like to know how to be able to awaken your clairsentient abilities and how to connect to your clairsentient abilities, I have launched the Inner Realms Academy, and the first course that is launched on the academy is the Intuitive Chakra Healing course. And this goes extremely deep. Like, it's a lot can be revealed in this, and it's almost like an amalgamation of shadow work, of energy awareness, and really learning how to connect to all of your intuitive abilities, your clairsentient abilities, clairaudience, clairvoyance, telepathic abilities, your ability to communicate beyond your physical abilities. So these are all things that I included in the course, and these are definitely tools that you can utilize all the time. So there's lifetime value in these courses. It's 50% off at the moment, so definitely get in on that deal before the prices raise up again. We're currently on week 2 as this video is being uploaded, and so would love to be able to have you in the academy. We have a lovely community over there, especially in my group, the Inner Realms. You can find that group on Facebook, and you can just join the challenge. This is a 7-week healing, rejuvenation, restoration, all of that kind of stuff. Like, we're really utilizing this line gate energy, and really infusing we're really utilizing these energies and just infusing our being, infusing ourselves with these energies, and making sure that we're in the right place to, you know, manifest our dreams and manifest from the right areas. So if this video resonated with you, please comment below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the page. And I forgot to mention my website. So my website is www.soul-reconnection.com. You should be able to find the information in the link below underneath this video. And yeah, I'll catch you guys real soon.
In my secret, in the place where nobody can find me. In my secret, where I can find my identity. So safe in this special